Good afternoon, everyone. Today video is about all the lovely goodies that I have purchased over the past 3 to 4 weeks. Some are new and some are secondhand from shops and de-stash places on Instagram. So this is the first one, this lovely doily I got off eBay. It's just a lake with some flowers and whatever else was put on there. The second one I got from this person is this lovely lady, and this is the same pattern on the other side, and the beautiful lace. I went to some furniture places, and I went to Fantastic Furniture here in Australia, and they gave me these swatches of their furniture fabric, when you want to order furniture. So these are the colours I had they gave me. I wanted another one of those, but I don't seem to have it. Maybe I'll go back and get another one because I quite like that. So that was very good. No, that's not it either. This was a pattern that I purchased, and I got it from Jennifer Clouston, and you have to email her. I can link the description of the email for you in the below box. I know what I need to say, it just didn't come out right. So that's her pattern, and Corinne, she was the one that had it on her channel and inspired me to get it. Today I received this lovely clover dome threaded needle case, and I'll just show you what it does. You put 10 needles in with your big long thread, and then you twirl it round, and then it all encases there, and you just pull it out, and there you go. You've got 10 ready to go if you're doing a big project in one particular colour, instead of having to thread it up 50 million times like I do. I got these packs from Vintage Blend Studio. I'm pretty sure that's her name. I'm only new to her channel, Susanna. And so this is just the last one that was there, a love heart. I didn't realise it was that big, but that looks good. And then these are beautiful. That lady that I can't think what it's called, but it starts with the letter C. That's all I remember. So she had a massive big tablecloth, cut it up into 4, put it packed together, and I really wanted it because I really wanted one of these. That's just paper on the back, cardboard. This was another one, same thing. She just cut it up into 4, put all these other bits and pieces together, and wanted to get some sales from her purchases. These are leftover blankets from a woolen mill in Tasmania in Australia. These aren't the colours I wanted, but they're the colours they sent me. So I'm sure I'll be able to do something with them. If I don't like the brown, I'll just use that for slow stitching underneath needle books, or something might come to mind. This is the second video I am doing, because the first video I forgot to press record. So I had to take all my stash back on the table and start again. Okay, this is from Fleur Woods. I've already opened it because it obviously crinkles a lot. So this was the wrapping that was wrapped around the box when it came, and of all of her little goodies. She sends you brand new needles in every box, because they do go blunt apparently. I'm obviously new to stitching, a lot of stitching. I have stitched in the past, but not a lot. So there's the wool there. So that brown one could do exactly like that. And so everything, she hand dyes her yarn as well. And so everything's lovely there. I'll leave it open because it just gets all crinkly on the video. And the second box is this colour here, which I really love too. There's another piece of fabric she wraps her boxes in. Recycled paper, and I can keep the paper and take, get images off the paper and practice stitching with something so intricate. As I get older, I might be older when I do it. By the time I do all my stuff, you could trace over it with a light box, and then away you go. Again, this is her hand dyed yarn. Every box has needles, and same as the other box. All beautiful stuff. That goes over there. This other box here is from Sewbits-Kristy in the UK, and her name is Sherry, and this was just one of her slow stitch boxes I got sent. And again she's done a beautiful tissue paper with flowers which you could trace over and use for your stitching. So and those boxes from Fleur Woods has given me an idea to keep them and use them to cover, like we were doing with Roxy Journal of Stitchery, covering a box. This I got at the weekend. It was $10. It wasn't crocheted how I thought, but I like it, and I'm going to just put some nappy sand, which here in Australia whitens up all your items and gets rid of all the yellowing. This box here came from Sew.B in Newcastle in New South Wales. This was a brand new piece of fabric, and it is very thin in the fact that that's just the way the fabric is. Look how sheer that is. Isn't that gorgeous? There is a selvage on it. That's all I've got. But it is lovely. Lovely scarf would be lovely out of that. And this is just one of her vintage packs that I had acquired. She does the same thing. Not going to pull it out because, oh, look at all those lovely yo-yos. Not going to pull it out because it's all packed together, and that's how I like it when I want to stitch something. I like it all together, and then all I've got to do is just stitch away. And I'm going to keep that, and not sure whether I keep the box because I have a fair few boxes from her lately, but I think that's a lovely thing to do, to keep boxes, but can't keep everything. All right, what's next? Let me see. Oh, this was another pack from Sewbits. It is a vintage. I needed some lace, and it's the perfect way to get it. And it keeps her in business. You've still got to shop savvy. I shop savvy, but I still like to help the economy, as we say. Now these I got off a Facebook group. Facebook, she was selling them. I think it was that and that. This lady, I think it might have been that too. Not too sure, to be honest. Oh, no, it wasn't that. No, that's something else. I know what that is now. And I think that's it from this lady. So this lady was selling, was a dressmaker for dance, you know, girls doing dancing, ballet, or not, maybe gymnastics or something or other. This is made out of plastic, but I love all the beadwork in that, and I liked the colour, so that was quite nice. I still think there's something else in her, but it'll come out in the box, I'm sure. These are lovely big lace trims. Haven't been washed, so that's something I have to do. That one there. And these are the ones I like. I'm actually thinking of using this big one for my dress. The bottom of my dress. But I don't know if I'll have enough. Isn't it lovely? And this is a lovely lace one there, look. It's very nice. It's got a bit of colour to it in the flower. Just there. I think it's a very, very light pink. All right, this is the other one from Sewbits-Kristy in the UK. And this is hand-dyed silk. So this, Cherie. She colours these herself. So that's a lovely little purchase. Move those over there. This is from a shop in Australia. I'm just thinking what it's called. Vintage Sew Sew. I think I've mentioned it before. Beautiful ribbon for ribbon painting. I like how it's 2 colours. Just fabrics. That's lovely. Look at that. It's quite thick. This one is made in England. I'll see if I can open it up without banging the camera. There, look, isn't that beautiful? Love the horse. This is very thick, this one, to just make a beautiful bag. And that colour as well. And somehow I got some felt. No, not felt. Velvet. I can't remember where I got it from. Not too sure about that one. Now, in the box is something very special. I went and bought a chair. Oh, this was from that lady too on the Facebook group, you know, marketplace. That was from her as well. I had gone and got this particular chair, with this old vintage chair, and she had all these old antique cupboards, and her and I were just chatting away, and I just happened to open up the cupboard, and there were all these doilies and handkerchiefs and you name it. And I went, oh my goodness, look at this. Actually, sorry, no, that's not it. That's from something else. These ones are. These were all the hankies that were in the box. I mean, look at that. It's a bit of a stain. I have washed them all. Don't know if you can see. These were just all folded up. Some were actually still in the box with the, you know, the plastic lid. There's still a bit of sticky tape I need to get off. Didn't see that before. That's a bit of a flower there. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? All of these. And so these were her grandmother's. And the chair that I had purchased was just a red, lovely, velvety type chair. And that was her mum's. And she's since passed. So she was selling off all of her mum's items. You know, as you have to do that. So, yeah, look at that. Oh, that's sewn down there. But this is like a little bag. That's right. It's a little bag. It is it's velvet here on the edge, and then this is it's not cotton. Obviously, it's polyester. But this could be the outside of a bag, and you could embellish some I'll get it right in a minute. Fabric on the inside somehow, maybe. You know, all these ideas come to your mind when you're when you buy these things. You have no idea what they are, and then poof, they just come together. All of these. Some of these are just blank, so that's a fantastic canvas for all these, for the lovely iron-on transfers that Sally from Dottie B Vintage sent me. There's a handkerchief with print on it. Now here's a lovely one. I know what this is called, this type of work, but the name has escaped me. There, you might see it better there. Nice little bit of purple. You can, you know, cut. You don't like cutting into things, but I think it's good. It gives it more life. And that's what we're all about. Now these came from vintage sew little, I don't know what you call these, napkins they are, and they're all got the same. They're all the napkins, so that's all of her lot. And then the rest came from, I'll get her name right in a minute, Purveyor Textiles. She is on Instagram. I'll link her name in the description box below if I find out where I got all of this stuff from. So you can go over and have a look, whether you want it new or whether you want to recycle secondhand. So these are some doilies. It's a set of 3. Is that one there? Is it that right way? Yep, that's the right way. That's the cross stitch one, which I've never done that before, but there's hope. Isn't that lovely? These are make beautiful going into needle books. Because it's got something on both sides, so you could have that for one page. Put your page in there, and then it divides it without you having to cut it. So that's a thought. I'm going to have to live till I'm 100. My dad just passed away, and he was 92. And all my ancestors that I've looked back onto, they have lived until at least into their 80s. So I'm in for a long time. I am. Right? Isn't that lovely? Sometimes I don't know whether they're machine stitched or hand stitched, but it's still nice. Now this is a Liberty piece of Betsy Liberty. I've not got this one. I do have Liberty fabric stashed away for a project I'm going to do when I get the Alice Caroline Liberty book. Okay, so this is, you go online, you go to her page, and all the other pictures she has up there, they're either there or they're not. So you press sold, she takes down the picture, and then she puts it all together in a bag. You pay your postage, and off it goes to you. So I just think, I know there's a lot here, and I've got other bags as well, but I think I'm doing the environment a good favour by recycling and not buying new if I don't have to. I know my other ones are new, but sometimes you just have to keep the economy going and save it from going to landfill. That's my thinking. So here are some yummy yo-yos. I've never seen them this big. Aren't they lovely and attached? I always wonder who made this, where did they come from, who did they live with, did they have children, were they married, was this made from a grandma, a nana, did aunties do this, did people do this all together? Oops, there's 4 cottons, all the same. See, that clover thing would come in handy. I've got some silk, ribbon silk, and some roving, or actually it's silk, so I can put that up on my spinning wheel when I get that started again. I've got crew wool, which I don't have those colours, and I'm not sure about those, but when you buy a pack, they're $3 a pop. She sold this for, I think, $5 for the whole lot. This one here too. Now, you can give me some advice if anybody can advise me as to, I wonder if they smell. No, they do smell a little bit musty. So if anybody could give me advice as to, maybe I just have to keep them out of the bag. Do I wash them? But then they might, I'm obviously not going to wash them in hot water, but yeah. Any advice in the comments would be lovely. Look at these. Aren't these lovely? It's a shame to pull them apart. Don't know whether I'm going to do that either. Maybe I might make bags out of them. Look at that. That's a bit shiny. And they're all different. That's textured. That's soft. That's soft like a bit of nylon maybe. It's a shame they've been cut into. I would have just carefully unpicked it. But each to their own. Some fabrics. Now she goes to her embroidery guild and buys these things, and then she, you know, makes a bit of money on them and sells them. Why not? She's probably loving it just as much as everybody else is receiving it. Mushrooms, little birdie. Now this is nice. I snaffled this one up within 0.02 of a second. Isn't that beautiful? And just because you know, if you use that piece there, that doesn't mean you can't use this here. You could put that over something. I mean, you know, you could go over the top of that. And as possibilities are endless. This is that funny bumpy fabric. And the name is on the end of my tongue. I just don't know what it's called. Yeah, I know what it is. I used to sew a lot when I was younger, but I haven't sewn for years because the kids have grown up. And I just, seersucker. I think that's seersucker. If you know the name of this, let me know. But I think it's seersucker. Another doily. The planes are going out today. Must be lunchtime. It's after lunch. They're off. They'll be going over to Melbourne or Sydney or somewhere like that. This is lovely. I loved this. All the extra writing on here. Oh, some of it's upside down, some of it's not. Lovely. More little napkins. I haven't, there's got yellow staining, but I haven't washed them yet. I like to wash them. Or have I actually? Have I? Let me see. Is there a peg mark in that? No, I haven't actually. This is lovely. It's a cottage. But I'm just not sure if I like it being yellow. So I'm thinking I might tea stain it. Any recommendations for that would be lovely. I'm just not sure about the yellow. It reminds me of Hansel and Gretel. It's lovely work, but I just don't really like the yellow. Didn't look yellow on the camera when, you know, she took the photo of it. This is fabric. I love this. It is Peter Rabbit. I'm sure it's Peter Rabbit. Oh no, actually it might be something to do with cats. There's no name on it, but it's lovely. I loved it. You just cut that out and oh, you could go crazy. This is very textured and quite thick. This reminds me of Corinne on her YouTube page. I can just hear her talking about what she'd do to this. And it makes me laugh. And this is the last piece. It's got a bit of a stain there. Hopefully that will just spray out with some spray. I probably didn't know that at the time. Whereabouts is it? Oh, there it is on the end up there. So, you know, you might be able to bypass that somehow. Just hope it comes out with some good old washing. This is a lovely piece. Nice and soft. I liked this from the teapots and the teacups. And, oh no, one more thing. that lady from the Facebook lady. This was part of her pack. This is part of her. I think I got all of it for $30. This one here. Oh, and I want to show you something. I went to Kalamunda up in the hills with my daughter the other day on Sunday, and I found a dress which I thought, oh, that is so lovely. I just have to turn it inside out. And I wore this dress to a funeral on Monday because the beautiful lady, Jeanette, she loved pink. And so this is the dress. I know you're not going to see it very well, but it has big arms. And I didn't like the big arms. So what I'm going to do is cut the arms and make them smaller. So hopefully I can bring the arm down. I'll use one of my other dresses for a pattern for the armhole, for these arms. And then I'll have all this fabric left over. And I'm going to keep that, take out the elastic because I can't stand the elastic, and use that in slow stitching. And look at how beautiful that is. Look at that. So I've got 2 arms to do there, and it came with a belt. Oh, here it is. And funny enough, the belt doesn't have any hooks on the side of the dress. So I was thinking that I bought a denim dress at Kmart for $25, and it's lovely. Shaped really nice, 2 pockets at the top, buttons down the front, and it needed a belt. So I thought, oh, I know what I've got. I've got this belt from that dress. Don't want to wear the belt because it fits, you know, nice and tight around my waist. So I'm going to use this belt as the foundation for slow stitching. And I'm going to slow stitch myself a belt to go with my denim dress. And I'll probably do it in these colours because I just love them. So I'm excited about that. Don't know when that's going to happen, but it will happen. But that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the beautiful comments, for all the lovely new subscribers. I can't believe in 1 month I'm up to 106 subscribers. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'll even get 50. But it's so lovely. The stitching community is just lovely. Like, I go onto other people's channels and watch them, and so I subscribe straight away because I just love to hear what they're talking about. You don't even have to watch. You just have the conversation in the background and you just stitch away because you're doing your own thing, and you don't need to, that noise is losing my train of thought. You don't need to watch what they're doing. You're just concentrating on your stitching. And I find that when I have something in the background, I sew, I stitch, I embroider, I crochet, I do whatever. I work better when I've got noise in the background, and it's lovely to hear people talk about their work as you're stitching, and you can learn something from them. So that gentleman is being very loud with his machine thing, and now there's a lovely big plane going out. So I'm going to leave it from here, and I will catch you very soon with another video. What that will be, I do not know. Have a lovely day, everybody, or evening if you're watching this. And thank you, everybody, for your beautiful comments. Hello again. I just wanted to pop on here and show you. I went to this lovely lady's house at the weekend, and she was selling some of her doilies. And these have been washed, so they're all a bit crinkled. So I wanted to show you some of the doilies that I got. I did wash them, but they're still stained. So I might have to spray them. I'm not sure. This is like a tray cloth. It's quite thin. It's got some stains on it too, but gosh, you could do anything with this. It's a big long tray cloth, a couple of holes, but that's no worries. one of these. I have to probably, I'm not sure if I can iron that, but this is all a bit crumpled up. See, it's commercially made. Little doily there. Now this is the piece that her grandmother had made her, I'm pretty sure. Well, I can't get too close, but it's got a bit of a hole there and it's been stitched. I wonder if I can put that in the middle of my hand. Stitch along there to join it back together. Isn't that lovely? I'll move that out the way. There. I really came on to show you that. I just think it's glorious. I don't think I'll ever cut that one up. I might try and fix it up. Just another piece from her thing. That one there. And then eBay, I got this beautiful big tablecloth. It's about 1 metre wide. Oh, sorry, maybe 90 centimetres. I don't know what that is in inches. I'm not very good at that. It's upside down. Just let me turn it around. So this is what you have on all the corners. Then you have this in the middle. Then you have this another again on the corner. And then in the actual middle of the square part, you have, oh, let me get rid of that. You have that there. Oh, I bumped the camera. I've been doing so well. So yeah, you have that there. And then that just goes all the way down to the bottom. So that's it now. Thank you very much.